Hi guys, Laura here. I am here to do a review on White Cat by Holly Black. It is the first book in the Curse Worker series. It is a 3-book series. I really enjoyed this book. I give this book 5 stars. I rented it from the library, but it's a good enough series that I would think about buying it, especially now that it's in paperback. I really liked it. I really love the character of Cassell. He's the main character in the book. His journey was a little bit predictable towards the beginning of it, but I really did grow to love him. He became one of my favorite characters. I also liked the character of Lila. She's a little bit mysterious, enigmatic, and that's kind of due to the fact that, spoiler, this will be a spoiler review. We thought she was dead. But I really liked her, and I liked her relationship. I'm interested to see where it goes now that Lila thinks she's in love with Cassell, after what Cassell's mother did to her. I'm interested to see where it goes past that. I also really love the relationship with Cassell and his grandfather. I thought that it was the only honest and true relationship that there really was. The rest of his family's kind of horrible and malicious and mean. But I really did like their relationship. The rest of his family just kind of, it was anger. Like, I didn't understand how they could be so mean to him. Like, they did all these things to get what at the end? Just so this kid can feel like he murdered all these people so that they could get a little bit more power. But I really did like it. I thought it was a very interesting way to tell the story. So I really give Holly Black a lot of credit. It's a very compelling story. It was very, very riveting, and it was a very, very good read. Um, I also loved the fact that it wasn't all magic based. There was a school thrown in. There was consequences with the school when he did sleepwalk. I love the friends that he had. I loved Sam, his roommate. I loved Danica. I loved how they were like a little bit quirky and a little bit offbeat, but they still it was a way to progress the story. And even though Cassell is a con artist, he still was able to develop friendships, and that is the least I could say for the other people in his family. Like, he could have seen them as his marks, but he saw them as friends and he trusted them, and that's why the plan worked so well. It wasn't just a one plan that was thought through on like a fly. It was a really thought out plan, and the result was kind of off the it was insane, but in the end I like the ending. I'm really excited to see where it goes. The plot. I could have told you when I picked up the book and I knew a worker and he wasn't one, that he was going to be a worker. So that really didn't surprise me when that was revealed that he was, and he was one of these rare workers. Wasn't really a big surprise to me. But I was surprised that he didn't kill Lila. I thought that's a hard weight to carry. So I was surprised then when it was revealed that he really had all these lives. Like, he affected all these lives. He killed all these people. Even though it was under the behest of his brothers and his mother, it was still, he holds all these murders to him. I thought that that was a really interesting thing. He's a con artist, and he didn't know any of this had happened. So I thought that that was kind of interesting, an interesting plot development for him. And I'll be excited to see where it goes towards the end. I also really like the last part of it when he was saying all about this con stuff, like, oh, you always know your mark. They always know stuff just evaporates. And he became that after the end, what his mother basically made this girl fall in love with him, worked her to fall in love with Cassell. She could have got there on her own. We'll never know that because of what his mother did. And I think that that will be I think that would be very painful. And I think that you'll see that carry over in the next book. At least I hope you will. Um, also the whole development of it. I love the dream sequences that happened, and that was basically thanks to the character of Lila, who was a dream worker. I thought that that was interesting. It was very, very visual. The blowback was a really interesting concept. There's a price of magic. That's the price of magic. Everyone kind of has a price of magic. But I liked how someone in the book says, does good magic have the same consequences? I wonder if in the future we're going to get that perspective on it and see, does good magic produce the same issues? So it'd be interesting to see that, and hopefully we'll see that in future books. But yeah, that was very interesting. I really like the end. I really like the final plan scene. I loved when the grandfather killed Anton. I thought that that was just such a show of family, and it was one of those moments where you just were like, I did not see that coming. But it was a really good end. I also like the relationship previous to Lila and Cassell because they thought that they didn't like each other. She didn't like him. She was mad at him. But it was an interesting development, and I'd be interesting to see where it goes next book. So I'm definitely gonna pick up the next book, in the series. It was a really really fun. This is the first thing I've read by Holly Black. And the reason I picked up the series was because I have an arc of her new series coming out in September by Cassandra Clare. So I wanted to know her writing before I went into it. But yeah, I highly recommend this book. It was a very, very good read. Um, but yeah, just the language, the world building, all of it was just very, very um, good. Well, I hope you guys have a nice day. Again, the book is The White Cat by Holly Black. It's been out for a few years. They're all in paperback now, I would assume. But yeah, if you have any comments or questions, you can find me on Goodreads, on Twitter, on my blog. The next book I'm reading is hopefully going to be The Thief by Megan Whalen Turner. I'm also going to do a book haul at some point this month, so that will be a blog that I'm coming out with soon. Keep an eye out. I'll post my info below. And if you have any comments, please post them. If not, I'll talk to you guys later.